So I've been in Vilnius for about 3 years now, and dozens of times I've walked under or beside this weird pipe thing. Only just recently, years after seeing it, have I learned that it's a purely decorative thing, in that it serves no functional purpose. Longtime Lithuanians and Vilnius residents might think of this as being an obvious art piece, but for me, particularly having been to Berlin and seeing the German city's pink overhead pipes, I thought that this thing actually did something. However, it's really just an art piece. And its only function these days is to spark debate and discussion about whether or not it should be taken down. So, since it's new and interesting to me, I thought I would look at it in a little more detail for today's video. So the name of this piece is Krantinės Arka. Roughly, this translates to key arch in English. At least that's what online translators are saying. For those not used to hearing the word key, which is spelled weird enough, maybe waterfront could be roughly used as well, although it's not as accurate. Anyways, Krantinės Arka was installed in 2009 as part of the festivities around Vilnius being a European capital of culture that year. This installation, along with 2 others, were commissioned by a government visual arts program. The arch was designed by Vladas Urbanavičius, who was reportedly paid around 10,000 Lithuanian litas for his work. This was before Lithuania adopted the euro in 2015, but if we made the conversion, it would be around 2,900 euros. The cost of materials and labor to get Krantinės Arka installed came to be about 100,000 litas, equivalent to about 29,000 euros. Which sparked a lot of controversy in itself. Apparently, the iron pipes used in this piece had been dug up and brought from Russia and Ukraine. The sculpture is also reinforced from the inside with a frame. Urbanavičius used these former gas pipes as a way to visualize the world being connected by energy networks. Additionally, while I couldn't easily find an online source about its shape, a guide who was taking us on a tour of Mo Museum told us that the arch was made to resemble the shape or course of the Neris River, which runs through Vilnius. And so if we compare it to a map, I would say it checks out. So I'm making this video in 2023, and it was supposed to be a temporary art piece. So what happened? Apparently, it seems like the city never got around to taking it down. Although it was only supposed to be up for 2 years, it's now been about 14 years. Well, maybe since Vilnius itself is 700 years old, 14 years could still be considered relatively temporary. But jokes aside, some people say that there is some expense involved in taking it down, and that money is better spent elsewhere. Considering how long it's been up now, maybe it might as well be permanent. I mean, as long as it doesn't pose any safety risk. Despite how long it has been around, people still try to push the government to remove it every so often. Commenting on the value of the piece, Elona Bayoriniene expressed her opinion about the sculpture, saying, "These are matters of taste, aesthetics, urban modernization. If you're interested in my personal opinion, I like the sculpture, but I like it especially when you drive from the side of the Green Bridge and see the outline of the Mindaugas Bridge. Then there is some line play and so on. That's my taste." In 2014, an electronic petition was filed demanding that the Vilnius municipality remove the sculpture. The authors of the petition claimed that at the end of 2008, it was allowed to be built by the Vilnius European Capital of Culture 2009, but according to the original plan, the work was supposed to stand until the end of 2010. Part of the petition stated, 5 years have already passed, so the sculpture has been operated for twice as long as planned. The petition goes on to say, "We demand that the Vilnius City Municipality, as the owner of the sculpture and the copyright to exhibit the work, fulfills its obligation regarding the temporary exhibition of the sculpture. We propose to dismantle the sculpture, Krantinės Arka, and choose a more suitable place for it." On the opposite end are those who want to keep it around. In 2019, Giedras Sakalauskas, initiator of the Save the Krantinės Arka campaign, was quoted in the media as saying, "After all, we fought for freedom so that we could like something and not like something. Society has changed, it's becoming more and more free. There are already people born in free Lithuania, and I am a chronic optimist and believe that everything will only get better and better." Over the years, the arch has been vandalized and defaced. One time, a toilet was put up next to it, and it appears someone actually used it. It's pretty gross. Those who defend it point to other famous public works that were controversial when they first came out. the Eiffel Tower in Paris, as well as Pablo Picasso's Cubist sculpture, Untitled, initially received reactions of rejection. So years and years later, it looks like Krantinės Arka is still serving its role as an art piece, in that its aesthetic, its role, and meaning continue to be debated and debated and debated. So where do I stand on it? Well, now that I know that it has no functional purpose, I don't quite know what to think. I think I lean towards the feeling that it looks out of place and quite industrial, and maybe they should take a hint from Berlin and paint it in some weird or bright interesting color. But I don't know. But I do know that I would love to hear what you have to say about it, so please tell me if you like it or hate it and explain your reasons why, by leaving a comment down below. And so, with the tradition of having a Lithuanian word of the day, let's go with the word ginčas, which roughly translates to a debate or controversy. Ginčas. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.